But he's picking it, except that he starts with 2 down strums like this. We've got E minor and an A5. Just make a normal E minor chord and strum it by spreading the notes out. Like that. There's no rhythm to this, so just let that ring as long as you want. Then he plays this A5 chord, which is a half bar of the top 4 strings at the 2nd fret, and he holds down with his little finger the 1st and 2nd strings at the 5th fret to get that chord. If that's tricky for you, 2 possible options. One is that this little finger can hold down only the 1st string, and the other is that you could just play it as a straight A chord. That'll work okay too. Let those 2 chords ring, and then Alan Davis comes in with a little part that's covering what you see as bars 3 and 4 of your tab. They're empty in Cat Stevens' part, and he comes in at the beginning of the rhythmic section of the song, bar 5 of your tab. That's bars 5 and 6. Now, still no vocal at this point, but hold down an E minor chord at bar 5 and we're straight into a Travis picking pattern. Pinch 6 and 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4. That's the E minor part of the bar. Pinch, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4. 1 and 2, E and. Then make an A chord, normal A chord. 5, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, or you can add the 3rd string as well after that if you want to. 3 and 4, E and, or and if you add that 3rd string. So here's that bar, bar 5, 1 and 2, E and 3 and 4, E and. Now D over A, make a D chord, don't hold down the 1st string just yet because you're going to hammer it on to the 2nd fret. And you're going to pinch it not with the 4th string but with the 5th string. And then play 3 with your thumb, 2, and then 5 again, and leaving the ring finger where it is on the 2nd string 3rd fret, swing the middle finger to the 6th string 3rd fret. You'll play 6 out of that shape. That's the D part of bar 6. 1 E and 2 and. Now that and of 2 is actually the arrival of the G chord. It arrives ahead of its beat and creates a kind of unusual rhythmic kick here. You'll continue that bar out of this G chord shape. 4 and 2, 6, 3, 6 at the 2nd fret, G over F sharp. 2 should still be at the 3rd fret. 4, 3. Now the count of this bar is unusual and important. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 E and So this is Alan Davis's part to How Can I Tell You, and for this one we're capoed at fret 7. And we're going to play chord shapes in the key of A minor. When you play A minor shapes capoed up at the 7th fret, you're in the key of E minor, which if you've already seen the Cat Stevens part, you'll know is the main key of the song. We're going to start with the beautiful and famous introduction. Let's break these down. So we mentioned before that Cat Stevens starts with an E minor chord and a variation on an A chord. You've probably seen the other video already. And then Alan Davis takes over with this lick that you see from bars 2 and 3 of your tab. We want the 6th and 3rd strings at the 2nd fret. Start with those 2 strings open and then hammer them into the 2nd fret. Then pick those 2 strings again, 2nd string open while the 2 strings are still ringing, and then be moving into sixth string third fret is all you need for the G chord. Pinch 6 and 3. Leave that ringing while you pinch 4 and 2 and hammer from open to second string first and fourth string second. It's outlining a C chord now, technically C over G. And the rhythm of those two, the rhythm really of the song has started here. So think of it coming in on the fourth beat after Cat Stevens' two chords, strummed. 4, E and is the first part, and then into the next part, the G is 1 and a 2.